lose or draw. And this is kind of becoming an emerging trend here, especially in T3.
Yeah, it's more of that. Let's just keep moving on. I mean, we've seen so many times that teams just decide to go back to the same site and get smacked around again. Of course, it can go the other way, but oftentimes, especially at this level of play, when you're not so refined to be able to really just make these next round switches in such a great fashion that sometimes it is better to just take your loss, move on, and try to get that rotation going. Coastal, though, let's see how they attack downstairs into Laundry. This is another great site on this map. In fact, Oregon, again, has a lot of really nice defendable sites, and we'll see that as well with Clubhouse. A lot of those sites can be defended superbly, so going to be interesting again to see what Coastal brings on this second round of attack.
Yeah, and almost more interesting is the fact that Tristan is going to be swapping onto the Wamai here. So they know
Hmm.
grenades are being brought, and we're going to see that adjustment coming out from In Control, and that's a fantastic thing to do. You want to see teams be able to adjust here, but we're going to have, I believe that's Gavin. He's just going to be swinging up and through and doing some heavy drone work here as well. Checking the freezer stairs, and they're going to clear out the kitchen area. I believe that drone was shot by Unlimited. You got EJ playing up as well. So this is a very vertical based defense here as well. I mean, we got players on the middle floor, maybe even a player all the way up on the third floor. Yeah, up in the attic area. It's going to be EJ. So very, very spread out here for In Control.
Yep, it's going to be a lot of roam clear for Coastal to work through. Not too easy, but look at G4 again. It's Gavin trying to get that pressure on. They're doing a good job taking that top-down attack. It's what you want to see, making sure that clearing everything that you need to. Brios is going to start looking towards those lobby stairs, hoping to maybe get down on in and do a little bit of work, but again, making sure that things are safe and clear. That's a priority. And looking dangerous on the stairs, though. Some through the wall. He's going to be lucky not to have been wallbanged with just over a minute and a half to go.
Yeah, we're going to see the ping also coming out there to take care of that camera, but EJ is right here in prime position. If he stands up, he'll be looking at Brios, but Brios is actually going to back off. Amp is now playing the bottom of those stairs. So we're going to see Engage, who swapped to the Maverick for this round. Going to start working on these hatches with that Kaed Claw. The Habana is going to be pretty much useless in this scenario. So we do have to watch, though, make sure no nitrous opens flying through. But speaking of flying through, Tristan is going to send some bullets flying through the head of Gavin. That's going to be your Finka off the board. However, he's going to be a little bit worse for wear as he and Unlimited are both down to just around half health apiece. So a good opening pick coming out there from In Control, but still got a minute left here. Coastal to pick something off.
Yep, and well, they're going to have to start getting it done now. That minute quickly ticking away, and like you mentioned, the HP of In Control not looking too great. Engage takes a little bit of shot there. He'll be able to keep moving, but as we get down to the 40 seconds, it's going to be time to make that execute scams. Cooks up a nade, he'll chuck it. Not going to be able to find anyone. And now is really the crunch time. I feel like In Control have got a great handle on the situation. See the smoke canisters coming out, just impeding the process or the even progress of Coastal. They have got to make kind of great move here, but with 20 seconds to go, it's going to be an amazing flood. There's a nice shot from Brios. Will take down another scams. Tristan does get the frag, another from Amp. Brios now onto Amp at 2v2, but with only 11, now 10 seconds to go. It's going to be a big shot from Tristan. Takes down Engage, a triple kill on the round, and he'll find it. EJ shuts it down for round number 2. That's tied up 1-1 as In Control strike back.
Yeah, so not only did he get the opening pick, but Tristan coming out huge there with a 3K for his team and getting those 2 kills there close into the round. Yeah, I mean, again, this is what we talked about, right? Coastal, they have to keep this up, right? They have to keep their strong attacks up. You lose your Finka early, it's not the best of ideas to lose your Finka early because you need her for that last second push. You need that little bit of extra health, the recoil control, the quicker reloading. It would probably be faster to tell you everything she doesn't do as opposed to what she does do for your operators, but losing her before your final gunfight there kind of hurt, but also they kind of stalled out because of the smoke canisters. You had people playing in freezer as well, and just a fantastic hold down there from In Control. I mean, they held that perfectly. The player on highway moved out to avoid the grenade coming out from, I believe that was Scams on the sledge, whoever it was. But yeah, fantastic plays coming out there from In Control, and now we're going to go back up to Kids.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. They really did a good job on showing how to defend that site. I'm excited to see if that's going to be a trend here, that In Control are going to turn it around on this defense. I mean, that really, really good. You saw how well everyone stalled that timer. And like you mentioned, half those canisters, just the icing on top, totally stalled out Coastal's attack. And well, now they've got to do it amp again with that little run out, try to get dirty, try to get nasty with it. But into the site, Coastal was able to take it pretty well. Let's see if they can do a repeat and take back the lead.
EJ here looking to get aggressive early. He's going to shoot a drone back off. Did have the opportunity to potentially get a kill, but it looks like we're going to see a swing here from, I believe that scams on the Jackal it is. So we can see some early engagement here between these two operators, and EJ's just creeping ever so closer. But Scams is going to rappel all the way up here to this outside area, but he's going to actually hop into the small tower. So EJ's going to hear that, and now we're going to wait and see for the pixel. The longer scope on Scams, going to be able to do a little bit of work for him. However, the EJ is a Thunderbird, so she'll be able to run right back and get healed up. No worse for wear, really. But instead, yep, and there we go. Running right back up, getting healed. It'll be interesting to see if she chooses to go the fight again. And nope, looks like she's just going to hang out, throw a nitro outside.
Well, now to the 2-minute mark. Again, a little bit of those engagements. Nothing really too massive. EJ prepared and ready, wants to shoot out that big window. So scary to do so, but there's a shot there, finds it, engage absolutely gone. EJ doesn't even understand how that went off. To be honest, I was not 100% sure of how that went off either, but with just a minute and a half to go, that's again a loss for Coastal. The first drop goes in the favor of InControlNation.
Yeah, you lose your Osa, which sucks, right? Very good gun. I mean, fantastic operator. You have those shields as well, but the shield is set up outside, so it's still usable for the attackers. You can see it right there. EJ, though, going to actually be reinforcing that window back up. Eliminated's going to be playing in the bunks area as well, so Tristan got that vector. He's going to let it rip into the open air of the games area, and yeah, I mean, in control, down to a minute here. They really are benefiting from that fifth defender, but we're going to see Scams get one, but he's going to be immediately refragged out, and Brioche is going to get one on the amp, so it's a 3v3 here with 50 seconds left. The 3v2 is Bix, going to take the head right off of EJ. We're going to see the smoke cannons just coming out a little bit early, though, to delay the entire round. Tristan going to have to reload here, and it's all going to come down to Nar and Tristan, the two operators that are very, very good at area denial.
Yep, 30 seconds to go. Like you mentioned, they've got a good thing going with the operators left, but there's only two of them. You do have the Finka up as well. We were missing that last round. Perhaps that will be the key. Bix actually throwing the diffuser down now. G4 covering as it'll be just able to get it down before the smoke takes out Bix. And now with the diffuser planted, InControlNation is on a clock. They're on a timer. They've got to get the moves on. G4 has made his way outside, holding the angle from around the balcony there. And the show, what a shot from Tristan! Down to the 1v1 as Brios fires back. This is all on Nar. Has to get it done. Swings out, but the shot for Brios is there. And there it is again. Coastal with a good attacking win when it comes to upstairs. Wonderful job.
Yeah, an absolutely fantastic play coming out there for Coastal, like you said, you mentioned, and we had mentioned in the round before. Losing that Finka early on really does hurt, and looks like we got a pause here as Engage had a disconnect. So unfortunate situation there. That's the first round. Also, the opening pick did not go to the winning team. So because we had EJ get that opening pick, but yeah, Coastal, they just look so strong in that one. And again, that's kind of the power that Finka brings. Also, though, the reason the smoke was doing so much damage so quickly to the Habana was when you are boosted, it is one of the negative effects, one of the negative effects that she has. And that is you do take a little bit more damage to that smoke. You're breathing faster. You're inhaling those toxic babes in just a little bit more quickly. So an unfortunate situation for the Habana, but did their job, right? Got the breach open, got in, planted. Gavin was holding the angle there with the LMGs. So you go down, but you go down swinging. And honestly, you can't ask much more of your hard breacher in that situation.
Absolutely, man. Took one for the team, sacrificed the body, everything you need to do to get that defuse down. And, well, despite it dying on their way back, it was a very valiant effort and perhaps the effort that netted the win for that round. I mean, really good job. I'm not sure who got the shot. It might have been Tristan onto Gavin, but that was an insane shot. Of course, I think it was Brios who was able to clean both of them up, but man, really some great back and forth there for that round. You can see just how crazy it gets, man. There's no doubt about it. Coastal as well as In Control, they're both here to play, and After these first 3 rounds, I still am not sure about who is really going to be able to pull up and just show us what they've got, and if there's going to be one that's going to dominate the other. Coastal doing well on the upstairs sites, but after the defense shown by InControlNation downstairs, I have not given up hope on them at all. They've shown that they can get it done on the defense. Let's see if they can stop Coastal as the rounds progress.
And you mentioned it. It's ridiculously too early to call this, right? And
Mm-hmm.
to count either of these teams out. Um, like they're both here for a reason, as we kind of talked about in the pregame. And again, In Control is the number 2 seed overall in their division. So yeah, by no means are they out. And again, Slay, even if they do lose this first map, we've got 2 more to play after that.
Mm.
So even if they do end up losing this map, regardless of who ends up losing this map, because we will have a winner and a loser, they are going to have 2 chances later on to secure the victory and move on to the next round. So yeah, again, it's way, way, way too early to make any kind of calls here, and I have kind of been known to be giving the caster's curse here to pretty much anyone I say is doing well. So, we're just gonna leave it at both of these teams are performing good. If I praise them both, Slay, I can't curse them both. That's quick math right there.
That's the only way to escape the caster's curse, man. There's no other
True.
way to do it. Oh my goodness. But it looks like we have returned. Our man, our engage is back, and we're ready to go. Now, looking at those kills real quick, because we do have on the screen right now, Brios is looking really hot off the rip. I mean, 6-1. Good grief. Somebody give this man a chill. I don't know what he's doing. But on the other side, Tristan doing some good work at 4 kills. I think I saw EJ there with 3 kills. So it'll be interesting. Again, as we've been mentioning, it's incredibly early, and although I would love to just start saying what's going to happen, I can't. I just get too excited, and I try to sometimes, but really some players who are starting to stand out early on. Keep your eye on Brios. If he slows down, that could be a massive deficit to Coastal's momentum early on.
And that's kind of been the problem with Coastal all season long, right? They are very top heavy when it comes to their kill spread. I mean, if you look over at In Control, yeah, you do have unlimited 0-3. Got to wake up a little bit, but I mean, 4-3-2 coming out from Tristan, EJ, and Amp respectively. Gnar, he's playing the smoke, playing that support operator. So only 1 kill, and that was with his smoke canister. But unlimited, gonna have to wake up here. But yeah, if Brioche starts to slow down here, that could spell disaster for Coastal later on.
Well, we'll have to see because, I mean, yeah, there's no doubt about it. Keeping that momentum is something they struggled with, and that's in a best-of-1 format. You have got to be able to keep momentum going and even rebuild momentum, especially in a best-of-3. I mean, as we get into the finals, best-of-5, you have got to be on top of your game. G4 already getting ready to push on Unlimited, holding that door, as you mentioned, hoping to snag a couple of kills, but all's quiet so far. Some shots ring out, but no deaths, no real damage taken on either side with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, and as soon as you say that, of course, Brios takes a little tick of damage. Not quite sure exactly what that was from, but Engage going to be getting a nice frag grenade toss in there as Gavin's going to be getting one on the Amp as well. So now it's a 5v3 situation. EJ going to be swinging with that UMP, but he's going to have to get out of there quickly, and it looks like he will be able to escape. He's actually behind. We're going to see the Nitro come up, and he gets shot! What a shot coming out. EJ tucked up behind here. He's going to be found out, though, as Gnar's going to be getting one on the Brio. So a 3v3 nade coming out, though, not going to do enough damage to take him out. But eventually, Gavin's going to get him and put us in a 3v2 with Scams. Takes out Gnar, and it's all going to come down to Tristan, the lone Kaed. I don't believe he has his Nitro left in hand. No, he doesn't. He was the one who threw it up through that hatch. He's got a minute left to wait out the remaining 3 members of Coastal Gaming.
Well, Tristan has been one of those players that I mentioned, a little bit of a hot hand here, but against all of these lads, it's going to be tough to get it done. He's downstairs, no C4 in hand, so verticality is not going to be the easiest thing. We'll see what the plan is here, is starting to down. Going to be interesting, though. Heading in now, the plant going from Bix. This will be the final 30 seconds. Tristan makes his approach. Wallbang not going to hit.
Yeah, and even worse, the wallbang gives away his position more than not hitting anything. He has the
Mm.
castle barricade to his left, so he's going to have to waste some extra time to rip that down. Now he's going to be checking his hatch here just to make sure that nobody's giving him a little peek, but we are going to see Gavin using this hole that was placed there, and it's going to do a lot of damage, and he finally
Ooh.
gets it done. That's the plus side to that LMG, ladies and gentlemen. If the first couple rounds don't kill him, just keep clicking mouse one. Eventually, your opponents will fall. Coastal Gaming, another very, very strong round here. Engage kicking us off with that nice grenade. And we've seen some very good grenade kills coming out here, especially on Oregon recently, and got to see another one. So fantastic round coming out from Coastal, and they have put together two in a row, which is the most they put together in their last game, but they are definitely looking much, much more fresh than their game against
Mm.
Victorum last week.
Oh, without a doubt, they're looking good. And, well, we've only got 2 rounds left in this opening half of map number 1. What that means is InControl, 2 rounds to try to get control of this situation. And luckily for them, they're allowed to go back downstairs to the site where they really did do a good job. It's going to be laundry supply for the second time tonight. And this is where they need to start making that statement again, saying, hey, we're not going to let you walk all over us. Coastal has already secured 3 wins on the attack. That is their quota. Any more they do here is going to be just absolute damage to InControl, especially as a side switch. Coastal, they've got a good defense on this map. Could really shut it down quickly. InControl has got to be sure to take as many rounds as they can. Tying it up 3-3, of course, that would be the best they can do here.
Yeah, speaking of getting things done quickly, they might want to finish their setup as they were still reinforcing walls with 2 seconds left in the round here, and Gage is going to be going onto the Habana, but like you said, we are going to be going downstairs to that basement site, and they did win this site very handedly. I think we need to make that well known here that the solo round that they did win, they won incredibly, but Engage is going to be starting us off again with an opening kill. It's actually going to be his second one of the evening, but EJ is going to be right there to take out Scam. So you're going to be treating out your sledge for your vigil. You're losing some grenades and some soft destruction, but on a site like this, I don't really think the sledge is as valuable as he would be on a different site.
That was a good job taking out that vigil pretty early on. I mean, well, we're still in the first minute of the round, so getting that roam clear happening is great, although you see EJ still lurking and still a potential real big issue here for Coastal as we go on. Now, something to mention is right now with Coastal, they've done a great job of getting those opening gunfights won and then winning the round thereafter. InControl, the one round they did win was off of that opening kill that they snuck. They're really going to have to, again, turn it up. Right now, it is an even 4-4, though. No big man disadvantage or advantage to either side. They've got to be sure to keep it calm and make this happen. InControl is in a big position, and EJ, again, walks on outside. But a shot from Tristan takes down G4. There is the advantage to InControl.
Yeah, not only is that advantage, it's a massive ability to let EJ get away. Yes, he's on 1 tick of health. You see that little red flash there, but he's a gun, right? He can peek a corner for you now. He can do, anything for you, really. He's alive, and that is what matters. You see that nice swing coming out there from the Goyo, and that Vector, man, it just rips and tears so hard. Speaking of ripping and tearing, Nar is sitting here with that SAS shotgun that has been known to do so much damage, but is going to back out here as it looked like a flashbang was coming through, and Brioche is going to be swinging in. Some shots coming from around the pillar area. Going to have to now face this shield. And here we go. This is EJ. This is what I was saying. We're going to be having him swing. He is on low health.
That
might be enough to finish. No, too far away. So, and EJ's actually going to get the reinforcement up as well. So this is a massive, massive improvement over the last couple rounds here for InControl. As soon as I say that, Vix gets one, but EJ, 1 health in a dream as he's able to take out Vix.
EJ really tearing it up now with just 25 seconds to go. The man is deadly engaged. Hopes to be able to get through there. Nar going to get shot down, put onto the ground. Under 15 seconds to go. Shot and finished by Brioche. The 2v2 is going to be huge. Tristan doesn't find that kill, but EJ finds another. It's a triple on the round. Now all on Brioche to get it done. The man's got 7 kills to his name, but does he have what it takes? It doesn't look like he's got the time. Oh my goodness, dude. That was close, but InControl just sneak it out. Look at the blood. The man was being shot, and somehow the time just runs out. An extra half second, maybe less. Coastal could be up 4-1.
if he hits him in the head, it's over.
Hmm.
He swung the Goyo and shot him in the body, and unfortunately, we all know headshots are king in Rainbow Six Siege. So, unfortunate situation there. But let's talk about the fortunate situation that EJ found himself in. He got bailed out by his teammate of Tristan on the Goyo. We talked about it. And with less than 10 health, Slay took out two of the better players for Coastal with the DMR in close quarters. I mean, MVP of the round for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt, EJ staying alive there and getting those kills. The man can get stuff done, and I think if I saw the kills correctly, I think he's gotten up to 7, maybe. I will have to check, but that would be right around where one of the big shots from Coastal is sitting at. Brio's now at 8. Let's check over with EJ at 7. Yeah, so he's definitely picked up the pace. There's no doubt about it. InControlNation, they're a scary team to go up against. But right now on both sides, I think we're seeing a little bit more of the polarization towards one player. That being said, Tristan is looking phenomenal as well. But then you look at Amp at 2 kills, Nar 2 kills, and Unlimited still having a little bit of a rougher game so far. On the other hand, a little bit more even for Coastal with the big outlier of Brios going 8. You got 4-4-3-3. So interesting to see how these kills are starting to spread out, but InControl after that round might have a little bit of momentum that could get them a win on a site that they have not had any success yet on.
Having no success, putting it lightly, Slay, these guys have gotten stomped when they've gone to this site. And I made the comment that Coastal Gaming is usually the ones that kind of tend to be more top heavy when it comes with frags here, but they're relatively spread out very well, as you mentioned. Of course, Brioche being the outlier there at 8 kills. But yeah, I mean, the discrepancy on InControl so far is just so much different. Oh, that window is open, and EJ just about got his head taken off, but we all know he's not afraid to take a fight, so he's going to be sitting here peeking these white stair windows, and believe anything's going to be happening there, but Brioche is going to be swinging in. Got the grenade ready in hand. Tristan, though, going to be taking out Gavin early with the pistol kill. That's going to be your Finka off the board. An unfortunate situation, as I do believe that's also Diffuser down outside as well.
We've seen what can happen when the Finka goes down early. That little boost can be what nets you a win. So early off with G4, the Gav-Mav down out of it. That's rough. Let's see if Coastal can bring this back. Again, so far, they've looked phenomenal on these upstairs sides. And by that, of course, I mean the upstairs side. EJ, though, looking deadly, survived his near-death experience. A shot just about takes out the repeller. Very, very lucky. Cams has got to count his blessings on that one. Oh my goodness, thought he was a dead man. But right now what I'm seeing is InControl doing a great job of wasting time, already getting the opening pick, and there's half the round left for Coastal to find a way to put the pressure on.
And we're going to have to see if Scams can come back and bite InControl in the backside, as well as we saw EJ do last round. We're going to see the fire coming off here from Goyo. That's going to be his little Volcan canister, causing a bunch of distraction and disruption for about 20 seconds, I believe is the burn time on that. So don't want to run through that. It'll keep your feet nice and warm, but it'll also take away the vast majority of your health pool. We're going to see Bix throwing down what I believe is going to be a flank watch drone here, and we're going to have Gavin on that. Is Limited going to be popping some shots here through this soft wall. Nothing really hitting, though. I believe he's actually shooting the hard wall. And EJ, oh, man, he's really got to be careful here, as now he will be getting pushed through as Brioche going to come through, but the Madman does it again. EJ has been escaping death the last 2 rounds. Not quite sure how he does it. Tristan, though, going to be taking a bunch of damages. So does Bix here. 30 seconds left. Coastal Gaming has to pull something out of their hat.
Man, EJ is a miracle worker. Engage now looks to do something. As I say that, EJ has gone down. Shut up, and Limited does find Scams though. More shots, and it's over instantaneously. That's a big win for InControl Nation. EJ says, I own y'all, no cap. You know, I kind of agree with that statement. After these last 2 rounds, the dude has been taking everybody on and just surviving somehow against any odds. He gets it done, and that ties it up. That was the best they could hope for after a rougher start. InControlNation taking away the momentum from Coastal and giving it to themselves. However, with the rounds or the side switching, This is going to be absolutely huge for Coastal Gaming. They need to be able to shut this down. I'm getting little flashbacks of what has happened in previous games with Coastal, a great team that can sometimes run out of gas. And if they're going to run out of gas, In Control would love for it to happen now.
Yeah, again, I think it goes back to losing their Finca so early, right? A lot of teams, you'll see this. They'll set up a strat built around a specific operator. Doesn't necessarily have to be Finca, but it's an operator one way or the next. And the problem is when that operator goes down, whether they get early picked or whether it's in a late fight, you don't have that operator to push through. So I mean, same with if you had a Monty push set up, and Monty gets nitroed 3 seconds into the round, you see the team just kind of fall apart. That's what's been happening here with Coastal. But they are going to switch over to defense now. We're actually going to see a lot of operators getting swapped out here for In Control. We're going to see almost a full swap. Unlimited, the only person who did not swap his operator there. But Unlimited also was able to finally get on the board with a kill there. So now maybe we're on the attacking side. He finally warmed up. And speaking of getting warm, ladies and gentlemen, here comes EJ. The pain train with the Lion and the Blitz back at it again. Only thing you're missing is the Finca, but this could get very hectic very quickly.
Oh my goodness. Bringing in that blitz really shows that EJ is feeling confident. He's feeling good about his chances. And again, think of the history between these two teams. InControlNation has put the beating on Coastal multiple maps in the past. And oh, hi there, says Bix. And EJ shuts it down. Brios does get the kill on Dinar, though. Back to the 4-4. Scams with another. Tristan takes down Scams. It's back and forth early on. Not even a minute has passed. And already we're down to 6 of the original 10. Tristan still putting down shots downrange. These players are not afraid of peeking. EJ, almost to the double digits, is getting close to that bomb site.
Yeah, and this is something we've seen before. We're going to see some pings coming out here. I believe it's going to be from the Lion scan, as those are the types of scans that he normally has. And we can see Unlimited just holding this angle tightly. Now, yellow ping is coming out. That's going to let Brioche know to rotate out and get this night angle, but he's going to take a ton of damage from the blitz of EJ, who's just sitting there holding that rotation. Unlimited sent his hologram down, so he knows exactly where that Malusi is going to be as he starts swinging. He's able to get the kill as Brioche whiffs. Tristan also on the back. EJ, though, is on the ground. So this is effectively a 2v2, unless, of course, if you get the blitz up. But Unlimited is going to get taken out, and Engage is going to be taken out by Tristan.
Wow.
But Gavin's going to actually finish it off. The Nitro taking out EJ on that blitz, and able to finish it off with, it was a Vector versus Vector there. And the 9 mil going to be much more effective than the 308, which is not exactly how you would think that would go.
Well, Coastal gets it done, man. I mean, great job from Gavin. That was a tough situation to be in, coming down to that 1v1. Of course, there was a player, I believe, on the ground that was finished off. A great job to get that shot off, and exactly what you need to see if you're Coastal continuing to win these rounds, taking that momentum and giving it back to yourself a little bit. In Control looked great. You saw EJ starting to get maybe a little bit confident, bringing out some of these operators ready to go. He'll switch off, going to the Finca now, and maybe looking for a little bit more of a, well, I mean, to be honest, the blitz was pretty dang effective the way he was playing it, but maybe a little bit more help for the rest of the team, a little bit more utility with those boosts, and let's see if that can get them a big round to tie it up. Coastal has that lead as we go upstairs to kids' dorms.
Yeah, and that was the thing. They didn't have that boost coming from Finca. All they had was the Lion scan to be able to kind of stop everybody in place. But I've casted a lot of blitz rushes this season in Genesis, and they all kind of play out the same. Exactly what we just saw. Blitz goes in, gets a kill, team stalls out, and everybody dies within like 30 seconds. And yeah, they have all kind of played out the same so far this season, and I don't think we're going to be seeing that again unless it really comes down to do or die time. But Tristan going to be sticking on that line here, and now you're putting me Finca, like you said, but Amp taking out Twitch for I believe the first time, and Bix is going to take some damage here. So early little bit of an engagement, but he's going to back off and live to fight another day.
Tristan and EJ have really been looking good. Both of them now sitting at 9 kills, matching Brios. Brios has slowed down a lot. I mean, he's still picking up those kills, but not nearly at the same pace he was early on in the match. Luckily, it's like Gavin's starting to help out, get those kills. Scams, Bix, everyone holding their own. Again, a little bit more polarized on In Controls, with Tristan and EJ really standing out. Once those guys go down, it seems like their success ratio and chances of winning fall a little bit. Engage takes a lot of damage off of a very dangerous peak. He'll be able to just escape with the nade. Gonna take him even further down. 2 minutes to go as things are heating up.
Yeah, Engage, lucky to get out of there. That grenade could have done a lot of damage. The smoke actually going to get taken out, but he's going to be able to swing, and Amp is going to take his head right off. So an unfortunate situation there. The grenade going to be coming in and doing a ton of damage to Scams. Brioche, though, going to be getting one on the EJ. That's the two top fraggers. Exchanging pleasantries back and forth as Tristan gets Scams. Amp going to be taking a bunch of damage here as well. As he tries to peek in through the breach here, and these teams are just going back and forth on these trades. And oh, what a shot coming out from actually Gnar. Getting one, and we're going to get another one down as Amp comes in, and Tristan finishes it off. So a flurry of kills at the end of the round coming out, but InControl looking very strong. The exact opposite of how they looked on their kids' defense, looking very strong while attacking.
Yeah, Kids has not had the best success as a defender side. Of course, we saw InControl take it on the defense their last round, just a couple rounds previous. Now heading into round number 9, still tied up, very very close. But InControl and Coastal both have a player who's broken those double digits just last round. Rios and I believe it was Tristan. EJ died still at 9 kills, and you can see some of these big players duking it out. They're really going for it. In fact, Tristan now sitting at 11 kills, the undisputed top fragger of the map so far. So Brio's got to be able to watch that. I mean, a lot of pressure coming from InControl. Now we're going back to that same site. That could be a massive mistake, or it could be a great chance to prove yourself and say, hey, we can bounce right back and take this from you. Coastal have been able to keep the lead pretty well, pretty consistently, but it's always InControl tying it up time and time again.
I think Coastal knows what they did wrong. They took a few early engagements that they probably shouldn't have taken. I mean, early on we saw the smoke Bix taking a little bit of damage, and Engage kind of peeking what I don't think I've ever seen anyone try to peek in my 7 years of playing Rainbow Six Siege. That was quite an angle to try to contest coming out there. So I think they understand what they did wrong, and they'll wreck their cores here. Is we've actually seen both teams be able to adapt relatively well so far in this match, and goes to show it follows the scoreline, right? I mean, we're 4-4 here, so both of these teams giving it their all here in the Genesis playoffs.
Without a doubt. I mean, again, the stakes of this game very high. If you lose this match, you're done. Shot there from EJ as he comes in ready to go. It'll be Engaged, barely escaping what could have been certain death. He is extremely low. EJ is not somebody you can just wait around for. The man is going to be coming for you. He's going to be coming quick. Another peek, man. People love peeking these guys, and well, sometimes they survive, but I would not want to go up against EJ with that massive LMG.
Yeah, there are two operators you don't peek in Rainbow Six Siege, and that's Glaz and anybody with an LMG. You just have, well, Engage says, I don't care, I'm going to peek you anyway. Low health, and we saw the Twitch drone shot coming out there, potentially trying to do a little bit of damage, would have went down, but that's losing your Finka early, and that's your top fragger. Or no, your second to best top fragger, excuse me, is Tristan has 11 kills now. We're going to see Brioche here, and Scams playing downstairs, and can Scams get it? No, misses the shot. Position going to be given away. Oh, what a shot! Amp through the wall, taking the head clean off of Scams. However, he doesn't know the Brioche is still down, and here it comes on the flag. He's going to take another one. Amp ripping the heads off of both of the downstairs roamers. Now we're going to see this push coming out here. Engages very low health, and Bix kind of stuck in the corner as well. Gavin, pretty sure exactly where he is. He's playing in kids as well. Can't see him over there, but we're going to be checking this whole diffuser is down on the floor, though. So InControl is going to have to go pick that up. As Amp is going to get 3 for his money, but we're going to see the shotgun coming out, and Tristan's going to get one as well. Swinging, not able to finish it off there was Bix, but he will finally get one as Tristan's there as well. InControl firmly handled that round, and very good. Again, just playing the absolute opposite of how they were playing on defense on this site.
Yeah, very interesting, dude. Amp looked phenomenal. Something I've noticed with InControlNation, a lot of times, man, they're winning out those gunfights, those very aggressive gunfights. I mean, we saw before, I think it was it Brioche taking on EJ? Brioche walked around the corner, had those opening shots, but EJ still able to get the kill. That was a couple rounds ago, but this time Amp just absolutely swinging on people, getting disgusting wall bangs, finishing the job really, and putting Coastal in a tough position. The In Control Nation now has the lead. Coastal, they've got to find a way to snag that back. I mean, if you can feel a shift in the tide, I feel like this is one of them. In Control are in a perfect situation to just sweep the rest of this map if Coastal does not get something going. Now, going back down to Laundry could be the answer they need. They were able to win this back on round number 7. Can they do it again?
Slay, I purposefully avoided a pun, and then you come in talking about Coastal and shifting tides. We are just a couple of boomers here enjoying some fantastic siege. But that flick through the wall, my God, we're gonna have to check Moss after that one because that was absolutely incredible. However, the Finca this time on this basement push instead of the Blitz, and we're gonna have to see if it can do any better. We're also gonna see Ant playing on the knock here and gonna be able to get around very sneaky. See some bulletproof cameras coming out from Brioche on the Malusi. So, and also Jaeger. And speaking of, Bix is going to be taking out Tristan. That's a lion off the board, and now the top fragger off the board for In Control. So that's a huge pick there coming out from that SMG 11.
Good shot. That's what they needed. EJ, though, is on the prowl, and this man scares me. I'm going to have dreams of him just running around, destroying my life after this. He's a terrifying player to go up against. But Tristan, again, the top fragger, not having fun, is dead. And that's such a great kill for Coastal to get. Scams needs to be careful, though, man. Again, the way these shots have been going and the way these engagements have been won, In Control just seems to have some sort of an edge. I don't know what it is, but every time I see them facing off, it's In Control coming out more than not with the win. So be careful about that, man, especially EJ. Unlimited, though, holding out, looking in, wanting to get into that bunker, get things happening. Could find someone if he's lucky, but still of just over half the round to go.
Scams is going to be sitting here just facing off once again. Not able to be land any of the shots. And he and EJ are going to be going back and forth, but Scams, it will eventually go down as Amp gets one. Brioche and Bix going to bring it right back up as well. It's going to be a double kill for him. Coastal up 3-2 and a flurry of kills. As Nars going to be able to get the hatch open, so it's all going to have to come down to the Finca and the Maverick. Two very good operators. You can see that health boost coming in, and unfortunately, Bix, no Doc, no Thunderbird, no heals for him, and he's going to have to just toss those canisters and get out of there and scurry back to cover. Does look to be holding an angle here, though, but he's called out as EJ is going to swing him, and that's going to be very bad for them. Oh, what a terrible nitro.
Oh, good shot from Brioche, though. Does take down Nar, but it's still EJ with full HP, 10 kills to his name, and 44 seconds on the clock. More than enough time to hunt down the remaining Coastal members if they allow him to. The good news is Brioche and Gavin are phenomenal tonight. Bix was doing great. Engage really putting on a show. Scams out there helping, but if you want anybody in the final two, Gavin and Brioche, not a bad duo in the 2v1. EJ, though, is a scary man with a scary LMG. He's got great game sense. Let's see if he can win this out. Time has ticked down rapidly. They've got an idea now. The shot's starting to rain out, and there it is. Gavin again with the Vector shuts things down. He loves that high rate of fire weapon, and will find another big win. Coastal continue to show that they are not out of it at all. They tie the game up right back again.
Yeah, Coastal again looking very strong, and it's kind of been the tale of the two sites, right? Kids and Basement. That's where we've really seen both of these teams, and Kids was kind of dominated by Coastal on their defense. Now it's being hard for them to attack. Basement was very dominant for the attacking team of In Control. Now they can't defend it. They can attack these sites very well, but they can't defend whichever one they're good at attacking. So we are seeing this back and forth. But we're also going to see a switch up here. We're going to go into the split site of the meeting kitchen area. And this is where things could get shaken up pretty handedly here. But again, a fantastic plays coming out there in that last round. But I think Coastal is they're aware of how good In Control is, and they are desperately trying to take them and meet them with that aggression head on.
10 seconds left
Without a doubt, man, they're doing all they can. And again, this shows just how important these games are. Something that Unlimited just said in the chat, I don't know if you guys caught it, but he's taking too much caffeine. The man is shaking. I can just imagine that, dude. I think we've all had a caffeine high at one time or the other. The poor man just trying to wrangle his own muscle spasms as he is so hyped for the playoffs of this league. So no doubt there he's ready to go. We'll see again in the best of three if he's able to really bring things back as the maps continue. But in this map, which is still very, very happening, we're tied up 5-5. Both teams have looked great, and yet someone is going to come out a victor of Oregon. I don't know who that's going to be. That's been such a big question to ask, and EJ continues to show just how aggressive he is. The man walks around with his LMG. He's ready to go. There's not a fear in his mind as they'll approach with just 2 minutes and 10 to go.
And this OSA shield being set up is pretty much going to play right into EJ's hands, as he can just kind of sit there and hold mouse one all day long. He's got that massive magazine, and pretty sure that gun has negative recoil. But Engage, speaking of LMGs, is going to be swinging out and taking out Tristan. That's going to be your OSA off the board, and Engage is like, hey, I've got an LMG too. Frag grenade going to be coming in there, and it doesn't look like it's going to be doing any damage, but InControl is going to be swinging into sight here. They do have the wall breached open, as Narva's able to get that done. But we have Brioche here playing on the Aruni, going to try to do some heroics of his own on this operator. Minute and a half left here, and Control, here we go, EJ swinging into the kitchen. Oh, getting shot from up top, and he's going to have to back off very quickly.
Yeah, that's a dangerous position to be. Now, EJ very low in HP. Tristan dead. I mean, really, Coastal Gaming are turning up the heat. There's no doubt about it, but Unlimited finds a kill. Dude, the man is using the caffeine to his advantage, but again, InControl winning these peaks every time. I swear, that is the Alda off the board. Rios comes to the rescue, though. A minute to go, hoping to put the pressure on. It's another peak. This time it goes his way. Almost collects another, but the DMR maybe a little bit harder to just keep on firing as that LMG can do. Talking of which, EJ encroaching with under a minute to go. Oh, a nice shot from Gavin, though. 4v2.
Yeah, and Coastal's looking just super strong here. InControl, definitely losing control. As now Amp is going to go down, and it's all going to have to come to EJ. If he does have a charge left, we'll be able to get Amp up with that revive, but probably on cooldown or he's out. But look at this. Gavin has a perfect line of sight. Just waiting to look into it. Smoke canisters coming out as well. You never want to say something is unwinnable, but this is essentially going to be a tactical timeout here, as Amp is going to just kind of act as a drone and sit there. And again, potentially, if there's another charge left, do you think it has any, or again, it's on cooldown, but oh, Amp's going to get finished off, and this is going to be it. I mean, this is going to be a win for Coastal here, and very, very good. Again, it's just been so back and forth. Brioche is going to finish it off with that MK14 EBR and do the work that needed done. But yeah, Coastal just looking fantastic in the last two rounds.
Exactly what you want to see from them. They're doing great, able to bring it back. Again, the history between these two teams, Coastal throughout the regular season lost to InControl, then Goose Egg. So this is a really good showing for them. They are doing well, but you can't bet out InControl yet. This is a team who has fought tooth and nail every game. They're a phenomenal bunch of fraggers. You need to respect their power, but Coastal is just one round away from sending us to map number 2. That'll be Clubhouse. Can they finish it up here? The big question is, Kids Dorms winnable on the defense for this team? Coastal has not won it since they switched over to the defense, and well, now's the time to do so.
Well, not only have they not won it since they switched, they haven't won it since round 3. So they won it in round 1, and they won it in round 3. Round 6, InControl was actually able to pull off their first Kids defense. So yeah, they haven't won this site in quite a long time here. But this would kind of be the icing on the cake, right? And Scams is going to take a little bit of damage. It's probably from an impact grenade or something that got thrown out there. As I think he's already used one of those. So not really any harm or any foul. Mine being that 2 armor, quote unquote. Got a little bit of extra health to play with there. So he'll be quite all right. But we're going to see EJ once again sticking to this operator, the Finka. And again, double digits now is what he's crossed into. Amp, though, is also very close at 9. So, you know, he's also itching to join that double digit club.
That would be quite a few on InControl. three of their guys up there in the double digits. That would be an impressive feat there, no doubt about it. But Rio's starting to, again, take that lead. He's up to 14 kills. Tristan is slowed down. EJ stalled out just a little bit as well, as I think we've really seen Coastal almost targeting those top fraggers. And it's been brutal for them the last couple of rounds, really just running into a meat grinder that Coastal's been setting up. Engage looking good right now, hoping to do some early damage as that Jaeger. Again, as we mentioned, they haven't won this site in a while. InControl has done a great job. The wallbang doesn't happen for EJ. This dude is scary, though. He really is an aggressive player. And with 2 minutes to go, Coastal InControl, both of them looking even with a man count.
Yeah, Engage has 5 opening kills so far in this game. So, he's looking to add a sixth here, but Gavin might be trying to take it away from him as Brioche is also going to be getting in with swings, so that's going to be it for him. And again, that's EJ off the board, and now we're going to see Scams take out Nar as well. Things are not looking good for InControl as they're going to lose Amp too, and he goes down to Scams as well. Fantastic play here coming out from that Wamai. Or no, actually, from the Wamai. Using the MP5K there, Unlimited, holding a nice angle onto the top of White Stairs. But again, you never want to say anything is unwinnable, but this is a 5v2 with a minute 15 left. You do have Unlimited, who not performed well, but you've also got the top fragger on your team, Tristan. So he's definitely one of the operators you want. You do have the Yana with 2 grenades left and flashbangs. So not unwinnable, but they're going to have to do some serious work.
Yeah, the odds are not in their favor, but you know what? Let's see it happen. Unlimited has the caffeine power. He has the reflexes right now to get it done. But like you mentioned, there's a lot of bodies you've got to chew through. A lot of very full HP bodies. Scam's the only one taking any damage. And that was from really before the round began. Unlimited just misses the head of somebody there. Able to back up, but under 40 seconds to go does not bode well for InControl. As time ticks down, the chances of them winning also fall. And now Scams takes a little bit of damage. There's him with another shot. The triple on the round. Unlimited gonna fall again, and now Tristan needs the ace clutch to keep his team in map number 1. He will be able to down Gavin, but with just 15 seconds to go and shots from behind, Brio shuts it as well as shuts map 1 down on a flawless round. One heck of a note to go out on.
Not only a flawless round, but that 3K coming out as well from Scams, playing absolutely fantastic. Just holding that down. Again, the only real damage he took the entire round up until the very end was just that impact grenade. So again, wasn't the worst thing in the world. Engage, like I said, had 5 opening picks for Coastal, and they've got to be very happy with that. Again, InControl, Gusick has kind of had Coastal's number the entire season. So to beat them on a map like Oregon, oof, that has to feel good going into map 2.
Dude, absolutely.